It's time to recap the used books we got from our local libraries in July. And we were much better this summer than last summer. Last summer, we could have opened up our own used bookstore. We got so much. We were much more restrained, in terms of who we are as people. And I don't have, the month-to-month breakdown. I just know between June and July, we spent $20 on our used books at the library, and this is between 3 different branches. So I'm just going to start picking them up out of the bag, and let's go over what we got. Okay, first up is Civil War Trivia and Fact Book. Originally, this was going to be shared with my husband when he was going to be teaching American history for his school, but now that he's teaching world history, he's not really covering this, so this is all mine. And I really love these types of books when we do our couch reading week for homeschool, where it's just a lot of reading and conversation, and it's one of my favorite aspects of homeschooling, so this is going to be a good addition to that. And my daughter is self-teaching herself to read. I personally don't teach reading until 2nd grade. They pick up reading before then, but hardcore sit down and let's learn the concept of how to read, 2nd grade. That's the sweet spot in my opinion. I'm not forcing anything on anyone. So my daughter starts 2nd grade in September. So I was going to start the formal lessons then, but now that she is self-teaching and picking up words and how to read sentences on her own, she's super excited to read books. Is she choosing the books that are age appropriate for her abilities? Absolutely not. Am I going to stop her from looking at books and getting ones, either checking out or buying used, things that look interesting to her? Have at it, girlfriend. And she chose this book. She's totally judging it by the cover, and that's okay. Is this anywhere near her reading ability? No. And could she decide she no longer wants this? Yes. But I'm not going to put the kibosh on books and reading. Nope. Let's get it. She also chose this, which I will probably put away, and this would be a good read aloud book for when she reads aloud to her bro. I never even went, this is called Golden Girl, I don't know, and this is called Upside Down Magic Sticks and Stones. I think this is a series. It looks like there's a couple more here that fit in with this. I got this. We love Mercer Mayer Little Critter series, and I didn't realize, I think it has 2 books we already have of her. And when I double check and confirm, then I will pass this along to another family who's excited to read. All right, so these are some more books my daughter chose. Maybe these are the series I was thinking of. They're called Magic Kitten. The other one is called Upside Down Magic, but also kitten related. This is Magic Kitten, A Shimmering Splash, Magic Kitten, Firelight Friends, and Magic Kitten, Double Trouble. This will be good before I know it for her, so I'll probably hang on to this. Should she go, hey, I don't really want this, and I'll be like, nah, soon you will. So sure, grab them. They're her style. Pink, shimmery kitties, that's up her alley. You know we love a good who was or what was book series. This is such a great way to introduce historical figures or events, and again, we use these for our couch homeschool weeks, and I try to time it out to either birthdays or when it's a historical month, an historical event. And we do not have Harry Houdini, but now we do. Another book my daughter chose, again, it's right up her alley with color scheme and everything, Dork Diaries, Tales from a Not-So-Friendly Frenemy. And this we'll eventually get there with this. I might hold on to this for her should she still decide, no, I'm not into it anymore, to see if when she is older she will be. So yeah, all right, if you're noticing a color scheme pattern, that's her pattern. Pick this up for assigned reading for my son, and then down the road eventually my daughter. We go off of the state reading list, both past and present, as well as banned books. So he'll be reading books that are not on the current reading list that I still feel have a place. But this one is Holes and special edition. Okay. I picked this one up for myself. It's called The Color by Rose Tremaine, and it takes place in the mid-19th century during the gold rush. So sure, that fits my historical reading preferences. Nice hardcover, and I'll be taking off that, you know, book cover when I read because I don't want to bend it up. All right, Mo Willems, I Lost My Tooth. We've read this a bajillion times, but now we own it. And if you know Hey Corn, Hi Corn, It's a Corny Joke Time, then you've read this series as many times as we have. This is for my husband. It is book 1 of City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments. He found this for himself, and it's a thick book. So that is for his reading pleasure. And then my daughter, she loves to bake. My kids love Squishmallows, and they see me breaking out my cookbooks every other week, so she found the Squishmallow official baking book, and they're really cute little recipes in here. Some we will probably never attempt, and others that seem more our speed. But it's a nice hardcover. Doesn't look like it was, you know, used a lot, and I have a feeling like this looks like something that would end up at Five Below eventually. But she was like, oh, we're getting that, Mom. Okay, we're in the last pile on my lap. This is for another assigned reading for my son and then eventually my daughter. I Survived the Great Chicago Fire, 1871. We have not ventured into the I Survived series, but I thought we'd give it a go and see if he gets into it that way. And he really enjoys history, so I have high hopes. This is for my husband. It is The Mighty Thor, Thunder in Her Veins. So that's totally his speed. My daughter, oh, the pile fell. My daughter found this little Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Look how tiny. So we'll probably do that as our read alouds one day. And she's getting into Vampirina. They were kind of into Vampirina the cartoon, but she found Vampirina the teenage show that just started up on Disney Plus. It's like the same character, but it's unrelated to the cartoon. But she found Vampirina the cartoon, and it's like a Look and Find type of thing, and she loves those. So she likes to look at stuff like that on car rides. And last, for my son and my daughter, mainly my son, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that's just for fun reading for him. So we got a lot. We supported the library. We supported our reading habits on the cheap. It's a win-win for everyone. So, as I always say, check out your used book sections at your local libraries, or find out if they have an annual used book sale, and support your reading habits and the library all at one time. All right. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.